Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pizza Story podcast. I have Jake and Holly Johnson today here from Patriot Wood Fired Pizza. So, hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Good,
How are you?
thanks.
Good. Thanks for being on the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
So, I want to talk to you guys. I know that we've kind of been, back and forth a little bit on social media, and I've been, checking out the pizza and the social media, but I want to know everything about your pizzeria and kind of how you guys got into pizza.
So I guess we'll go with the shorter version of the story. We moved to East Tennessee in 2017 from Florida, the Tampa area. I know you live in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually from upstate New York. Moved to Florida when I graduated high school, and then we met somewhere along the way in there. Then we moved here eight years ago now, I guess.
2017.
27. I had been working in country clubs mostly for the last decade before that. When we moved here, there wasn't really a whole lot of country club, golf club kind of things where we live here in East Tennessee. So we had to kind of pivot, and I got a job that I just wasn't really happy with. Came home one day and I said, just hear me out.
We need to talk after we put our daughter to bed. Let me just hear me out. I was like, oh boy. He says, don't say no first.
Yeah. So we put our daughter to bed and went out on the porch, and I said, I have an idea. I want to put a brick oven on the back of a trailer and just go for it. So I think less than a year later,
It was in
we had
October and we were up and running March 30th.
we got the food truck
Right.
open the next year, and 5 years on the road with the food truck, you learn a lot. You learn a lot in the food truck.
Yeah.
And then we did that for 5 years, and a little over a year and a half ago, we opened the restaurant. Said
Wow.
goodbye
So
to the food truck.
that's awesome. So Holly, what was going through your mind when Jay came to you and he was like, "Hey, let's do this pizza truck."
Well, where we are in East Tennessee, there was a need for something else food wise. We're in a little town, and most of the restaurants, especially back then, were fast food. So I could see the need for it. My only thing was pizza. We had never done pizza before. I was from the country club community as well. I was a food and beverage manager for a very long time. So whenever he said this, and then he just started kind of
We
getting
were
to
buying
work.
we were buying dough at Publix and making pizzas on our Big Green Egg in Florida. And then that just kind of transpired up here. Then we started making dough, and her almost broke her KitchenAid a couple times making making dough. And then it just kind of went from there. But it's definitely been a teaching thing for a lot of the people that live here in East Tennessee. Is we're used to the bigger chain restaurant pizzas, and they didn't really get it in the beginning for sure. But it's definitely a good thing we started on the food truck, because had we just opened the brick and mortar, I don't think it would have.
Yeah, we've fallen into quite a sweet spot where we are in our town, and just people really wanting something different. We had people come from Asheville, Knoxville, whereas before a lot of people where we are in Jefferson City drive to Knoxville, to eat and things like that. So
Yeah.
we
Or
definitely
now
filled a hole in the community.
oh, that's awesome. Now when you guys launched the food truck, can you tell me a little bit like about the original menu?
The original menu on the food truck had like 6 pizzas, maybe. We had
All one size at first.
all in size. They were all 10 inches. We had garlic knots. I think that was it whenever we
Just the small
first
pizzas.
started. We had
garlic.
small pizzas, garlic knots, and then we started getting into wedding catering. So I think the first wedding catering we did, I had reached out to Cascadia Pizza Company. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're out on the West Coast. I mean, Christian helped me out a little bit. He talked us into doing the larger pizzas for the catering, because we're just catering a 150-person wedding with 10-inch pizzas is not a feasible thing to do.
Yeah.
So we did the first wedding. I think they also wanted the chicken wings on that first wedding. First or second wedding catering we did, they asked for chicken wings. So we did wings in the brick oven, and those were just immediately went on the menu after that, because they were just so good. So those are probably one of our biggest selling things in the restaurant is the chicken wings. But yeah, we had like 5 or 6 small pizzas and garlic knots at the very beginning, and that was it. Canned sodas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really, really cool. So then you guys have the truck, and then when did you kinda make the decision, like, "We need to move from the truck to brick and mortar?"
First started the food truck, us coming from where we came from, him, being a chef or sous chef and off horses and things like that. And me being a food and beverage manager for a very long time, we always said that we would never do a brick and mortar. We know what it takes and how you have to depend on other people and things like that. But it really just got to where if we we couldn't grow anymore,
It was
you
either get
know.
another food truck and have 2 trucks or get a restaurant. We didn't trust that we'd be able to have the same quality come out of another food truck because
Right.
we wouldn't be there.
And not only that, something on wheels is always something with the food trucks. It's not like, oh, you just go and open up the restaurant. Now it's is the generator gonna,
Hit a flat tire on
kaput?
the way to where we're
Right.
going.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Forgot
makes
to buy
sense.
gas for the generator. You learn a whole lot of things. Coming from a restaurant, you think you know it all, and then you go into a food truck and it's just a whole other it's a whole other thing.
Wow. So then when you guys looked for a location, did you have, like, a specific, like, "We wanna be in this area of town," or what was the kinda thought process?
Definitely wanted to stay in town. We definitely were. We actually live like a mile and a half down the road in Jefferson City, where we are. It really is just really starting to revamp, and buildings are being remodeled and things like that. Our location here, we're actually in Old City Hall, which used to be a schoolhouse. The part of the building that we're in used to be the old fire station.
Wow.
So, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's kind of fun to, coming from the fire station to us having, wood-fired ovens. So,
Yeah.
we've really found like I said, we've really found a great spot in the community for sure.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds
well,
like a historic spot.
Mhm.
it is for sure. The old downtown area it's slowly getting there, but before we were here, there was what,
Barbershop and the
the
distillery miles
distillery.
back,
Yeah,
more downtown.
there's a lot of broke down buildings down here that hopefully somebody will come along and do something as
And
well.
people are. I feel like every time, somebody's buying something and trying to fix it up, so more revitalization down here.
Wow, that's really cool. So you guys, you find your location, and then what kinda changed from the truck to the restaurant, like, as far as menu and kinda how you did things?
So I think whenever we came into the restaurant, we started to try to focus a little bit more on not that we weren't using fresh ingredients before, but we tried to use
More
local
local.
local lettuce from the farm and kind of stuff like that. We grow our basil right out front. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
Towards the end of the food truck, we actually started making fresh mozzarella, which now we do every morning in the restaurant. So that's
Do like a buffalo chicken dip bread,
Mhm.
which is really popular.
I don't know how much you've seen on our Instagram at all, but we do the cookie skillet. So we do four of our double chocolate salted caramel cookies in a skillet. We bake it, then put vanilla bean ice cream, olive oil, and Mike's hot honey when it comes out of the oven, and
Mm.
So
it's
good.
fantastic. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that I've preliminarily stalked your page and looked at the food, like, that's what I look at online is pizza, food,
Yeah.
Right.
and it looks absolutely incredible, and I really one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is it looks like you have so many, like, really, like, cool and different pizzas, so I wanted to, like, talk about, like, what are the pizzas on the menu?
So another thing we found is sandwiches transition really well into pizza. So we
Yeah.
have like the feature this week is the Thanksgiving sandwich. It's the
Mm.
turkey gravy base, turkey stuffing, and we do like a cranberry creamy drizzle on top. It
Yeah,
comes out of the
right.
oven. It's really good. We've
Wow.
done a French dip pizza. We've done a bacon cheeseburger pizza.
Prosciutto and peaches.
Yeah, prosciutto on peaches was really
Whoa.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah. We've done a Tampa style Cuban pizza. It was really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, those are our features, and we do that. He changes that up every 2 weeks. Some of the different ones that we have on the menu, we sell quite a bit of is the big deal with the dill pickles on it, the fresh dill, it has a garlic butter base, a drizzle of ranch whenever it's finished, and also then topped with fresh dill as well.
It's really good. It's
Mhm.
people that don't like pickles will try it and they're like, "Man, it's really good."
One of
Yeah,
our other
that
ones
sounds great.
yeah, one of the other ones that we sell quite a few of is the Lolita with the pepperoni, the goat cheese, the fresh mozzarella. He makes a roasted red pepper ricotta, then we pull it out of the oven and gets finished with that, and prosciutto, and the olive oil that we use that comes out of, Georgia. Got a really good olive oil we use,
Yeah, Georgia, there's a
Georgia Farms.
Georgia Farms, and Georgia is the only olive farm east of the Mississippi that grows olives for olive oil, and it's top notch. It's really good quality olive oil.
Wow.
Yeah, I would put up against any of the California olive oils for sure.
That's incredible, and then you guys have sort of like you have, like, your standing stuff that you have all the time, and then you have this different, like, very unique rotating menu that you just create these awesome pizzas?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've done feature pizzas ever since the food truck. I think we
Mhm.
did them for a month at a
I think
time.
we would do it for a month at a time.
For a month at a time on the food truck here in the restaurant. We do them every 2 weeks. So we've just got a huge rotation of feature pizzas that we put a different one out every 2 weeks. And some of them go over better than others, but people like the idea of just being able to have something different every couple of weeks.
And then you'll get the same people that just like the certain ones. They'll be calling like every other week. I'm like, he just did that. You probably won't see it for another 6
You'll see
months,
that
maybe a
next year.
year, right?
Wow, that's really cool. Now, what would you say, like, is your best seller?
The
Uh,
baked pizza,
yeah, probably the pig for
just the
sure. Meat
same.
lovers, meat
Mhm.
lovers pizza, but obviously everybody's always pepperoni. Chicken, the
Right.
pepperoni, and then the pig for
Yeah.
short.
We sell a
Um,
lot of the spicy Tuscan also there.
yeah.
Yeah, and then if you guys are kind of coming in, like, on a given day, like, what are you having?
Probably a feature for the most part because we do I'm a basic margarita
Me
pizza. If I
too.
get yeah, if I get
Yes.
wild with it, I might have some sausage on it. But
Yeah.
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 One of my favorites, I don't know. If you can't do a good cheese pizza, what are we really doing? So our cheese pizza is really good.
Mhm.
We use Baccio. We use you see it behind us, Bianco di Napoli tomatoes,
Yeah,
which I swear by they're some
me
of the
too.
best. Yes. And so yeah, I really like the marinara. We actually had to take it off the menu because people were like, "Where's the cheese?"
Yeah,
So, but that's probably one of my favorite pies. But we just don't. People still ask for it.
People that don't get cheese.
Yeah, we
yeah.
just were selling too many of them, and they were coming back because they didn't have cheese on them. So
People would order those instead of the margarita. They weren't like eating that. Oh, I'll have the marinara. Okay, this has no cheese on it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I see one here on the Instagram page, and my, family does sort of a similar but it's like a tomato pie, but I like that pie just with no cheese sometimes, it's kinda nice.
yeah, yep, a little bit of that Georgia olive oil, really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I really love about you guys is that you're a family business. I really love when, like, husbands and wives are, like, doing the pizzeria together because that's what I grew up with, like, my grandparents, my parents, like, my husband and I are in business together now, so that's, like, I think a really cool dynamic, so I wanna kinda hear about that and kind of what pizza has meant for your family.
Well, I whenever we first started the food truck, I was actually still working my corporate job. I had quite a bit lenience as long as I was getting my job done. It was okay. So I would get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to do my corporate job, doing the payroll and things like that, so I could get on the food truck with him.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and there was a couple of years where I kind of set out the food truck because it's a high pressure situation. It's hot.
Yeah,
We are husband and wife. And in that small contained area, there was some thrown empty pizza
yeah,
boxes,
sure.
Yeah, I
So it
get
was
it,
like,
believe
hey,
me.
yeah, we want to stay married. So I think we're going to go ahead and hire somebody. Then it was
That's the
to
other
win.
thing too.
Yeah.
And that food truck we had, one of the two ovens we have in the restaurant actually came off of the food truck. So we have two wood fired ovens here at the shop. One's for appetizers, the other one's just for pizzas. And standing like a foot away from a 700-degree fire in the middle of July when it's like 90 degrees outside, it is not a
Yeah. I mean, it's gotten before to be like 117 degrees in there, and we just have to shut it down. I mean, he ended up in the back of an ambulance one time from it. So, I mean,
Oh
it's
my
definitely
gosh.
not for, yeah, it was definitely real deal. But Since we've been here in the brick and mortar, it's been great. He has all the experience being in back of the house. I was always front of the house, food and beverage manager for the bar and doing banquets and things like that. So I, of course, take that on here. I will say for me, never working in a kitchen, I work a lot in a kitchen now.
Yeah.
Somebody calls in, somebody leaves, or we just don't have it covered. I'm that manpower now. So
Yeah.
we're definitely we definitely have to work a lot closer now. But it's been good.
I do a lot of electrical work and have to do when you own a restaurant. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
fortunately, we
anything and
know how to do
everything,
some of that
right?
stuff. Yep, exactly.
But I mean, even just personal wise, we've never been any closer. It's
Yeah.
sometimes you feel like it's like it's like us against the world sometimes just with everything. Right now we've got a really good group of staff, which are so supportive, and obviously we couldn't do it without them. But we've got a good team right now for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely important. I mean, I understand where you guys are at because, my husband and I have our businesses together and there's some days where I'm just like but then, when it's all said and done, I'm very happy that, and you have a teammate, you have someone that has your back. It's really nice.
It's definitely better than having to try to do it for somebody else. We're doing it for
Yeah.
ourselves instead of
Right.
doing it for somebody else. We're getting back to the family part of it. So we have a 12-year-old daughter together.
I'm sorry, I don't know why, but for some reason I started not being able to hear you.
Oh no. Can
Yeah.
you hear us now?
Is that
Yeah, I
better?
can hear you guys now.
Like they're trying
Okay.
to empty. We're trying to empty ice into the soda machine. So that maybe
That could be it too.
That's
sound travels very well in this tiny restaurant. We only have 8 tables.
okay, that's better now, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Yep.
have 8 tables and not a whole lot of space. The sound travels really well in here. So we have a 12-year-old daughter together that she has her moments and days that sometimes she likes coming in here and other days she wants nothing to do with it, but she'll get behind the line and she throws some pizzas in the oven sometimes, but
Nice.
not sure she'll ever end up in it, but she has her moments.
I
Yeah.
think the older she gets, I mean, I know that she gets it. She knows that this is mom and dad's job, and sometimes she can be helpful, but she's 12. There's that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. I know, like, my daughter, she helped out in our pizzeria in the summers, and she would help my mom pick fruit for her jam business. But then she was almost interested around that age until maybe 15, and then after that, not so much.
Right.
Yeah, and not now she is not that interested in it, but maybe I
Right.
Right.
think she'll come back around to it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what is you guys' favorite part of kind of being in the pizza industry?
I mean, like I said, I've listened to all the podcasts, and I think it's like the community of the pizza industry is something that I don't know, I've never really been a part of before, and it's really cool that you can follow all these different places on Instagram and just message them, and most of the time they'll message back, and then you just
Oh,
kind of
for sure.
go from there. And the help that we've gotten from I don't know if you've heard of Adopo. They're in Knoxville. They're one of the really really popular places. Brian has helped us out quite a bit in the beginning. The fact that you can ask them questions and they're not trying to, keep secrets or just more than willing
Very
to help
open, very
is really
helpful.
cool.
Absolutely. Anytime anybody messages him, if we can
People are there
help.
to help me, so I
Mhm.
try to do the best I can to give the best advice I can for others.
Yeah, I love that about the pizza community too, is that so many people will reach back out and are just so helpful. It's so nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, do you guys have a special meaning to your name of your place?
Just love America, I guess, is really about all it comes down to. It's kind of funny because the area that we live in, Patriot, is a lot. The high school is the Jefferson
Patriot.
County
Nice.
Patriots, and so
Yeah.
it kind of just fell into it. But now there's behind it than that, I guess.
That's pretty cool though, that you guys are like, in the local community and then you have the name that kind of matches a lot of
Mhm.
the other things in the community. Okay, and what does the future look like for you guys? Like, where do you see, this going?
We've talked about. I mean, talked about growing other locations. I don't know how that's gonna.
He is absolutely the mindset of he wants it to stay like the level that we're at right now. And
Yeah.
whenever you depend on other people, some of that might slide, things like that. We're definitely looking into some things about maybe like getting back into the catering more.
Being able to pick and choose the things you want to do instead of just having to do catering that comes along because you need the business. That's
Right.
kind of where we were with the food truck. Hopefully, if we do get back into it, we can kind of handpick the events that we want to do.
Absolutely would love to have another shop. I feel like that's more of like I tell people all the time, I was like, give me 5 years. He'll want to do it then. In
Yeah.
5 years. I was like, I got a 5 year plan. He's not aware of it yet, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah. That's
Sure.
part of the problem is I was on the food truck. I made every pizza for 5 years. I made the dough by myself for the first 2 or 3 years every day.
It's just kinda him letting a little little bit go. Not
Yeah.
everything. We still want the quality. We still want it, top notch. Kind of just trusting, you know, others that
And
it's gonna
then
get done properly.
some days, especially on the weekends, it feels like we've outgrown this already. We have to turn the phones off most Friday nights just because it gets so crazy that we can't
We only
take
have two
to go
ovens.
orders. And
Yeah.
We have people come in, "When are you expanding?" This is it for now. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the expansion for
No,
sure.
I mean, that's a good problem to have, but my family has run into the same thing where, like, they'll, maybe sell out or just the phone's just ringing off the hook, and it's a lot for sure. It gets so busy.
you wish sometimes those people would come in like Tuesday and Wednesday when
Right.
we're standing around not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, yeah, the dinner rush. We used to have a thing that was funny, like, my dad would go into the shop around 3 when they opened, and he would call me, like, 3:30 or 4 and be, like, kinda, like, mopey, like, "It's not busy," and so I would turn on a Facebook ad, but then they would get hit with, like, almost like the ad traffic and the 5:30, 6 o'clock rush, and then it was like, "Don't run an ad." Like,
Yeah.
"We're too
One of
busy,"
my
but
Yeah, one of my favorite
yeah.
things to do on Facebook, I just started, "You know what tastes the same on Tuesday as it does on Friday? Our pizza." Like,
Yeah.
and then it's like, it's true. It's so funny. It's either, we'll just be slammed and people don't stop coming in. And I say to him all the time, I was like, if I walked into a restaurant and there was people standing everywhere, I'd be like, I'm gonna catch them another day. But no,
Yeah.
they love it, which is fine. We love it. But sometimes it's so overwhelming.
Well, also, I think when you have that, people are like, "Oh, this is good. There's a
Mhm.
line." Like, I
Yeah.
now I want this even more because there's a line, which means it's awesome.
Yeah, we get that too, but there's other times where you hope it doesn't affect the product because obviously you can't keep the oven as hot as you normally would on a Friday night when you're cooking 4 or 5 pizzas at a time. And then it changes the product a little bit, not a whole lot, but still not the same.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, if somebody wants to find you guys, what is the easiest way to find you?
Pretty much all across the board is Patriot Wood Fired Pizza, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're not really on so much. We're trying to get into that, or we just don't have. We do all the social media and everything, so we don't really have much time.
Yeah, it's time consuming, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Very, very I do my families, and that's the only one. I mean, I still have my marketing company, so I do other clients, but it takes time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we for sure Facebook, especially in this area, Facebook is the biggest social media outlet for sure. It's definitely an older demographic, but we've got way more followers on Facebook than we do Instagram.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's my family was similar. There's a lot of like older people in the community that are on Facebook that are just not necessarily on TikTok or on Instagram or somewhere else.
We get older people that come in all the time that don't even have Facebook. We didn't even know you were here.
Well, that's nice though. They come in.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
And we also have Carson. We also have Carson Newman here right down the street, which is a Christian university. So we get quite a bit from them as well. Can hit the football stadium with a golf ball. So on Saturdays it gets a little wild in here with that as well. So that's good.
Yeah, that's great. So guys, go on Instagram, Patriot Wood Fired Pizza. They're also on Facebook. Check them out. If you guys are in Jefferson County, please go and see them. They're right in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Their pizza looks next level amazing. And if you're listening to the podcast, basically you will hear that they have specialty pizzas every single, you guys have them like every month?
Every 2
Every
weeks.
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Okay, so every 2 weeks. So go and eat their pizza and follow them and support them. So guys, thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking with you. I love the vibe and the pizzeria, and I'm so happy that you're on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you
Thank you
for
so
having us. I
much. It
appreciate
was
it.
a pleasure.
Yeah, of course.